points in the game.
Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense making their way on the field today. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Kansas's offense out there for their first possession. And this quarterback, Kirk, has studied all the tape. Talking to him this week, he is, frankly, eager to go at this secondary today and expects to make plays.
Well, he should, with the ability that he has and the receivers that he has to throw to. But if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm playing this game smart. More of a bend but don't break. Keep everything in front, play a little bit more zone, and make this offense earn their points in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Jayhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Love. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not back.
Touchdown, Jayhawks. They strike first in this national title bout. Tight end was wide open. How did they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
The punt team making their way on the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up for the first down at the 41. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Jayhawks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9. how quick we spend a timeout. The Jayhawks line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Kansas.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner choosing to field this one. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And they'll begin the drive here, set up at the 30. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And the Jayhawks will bring their punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. And they begin the drive here, set up at the 30. It's a quarterback keeper. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Comes the punter onto the field. They can't stop him. Breaking free for a huge return. They finally grab him. Lucky to keep him out of the end zone. The offense will start with great field position. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. And here's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Jayhawks are in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Still no answer for this offense. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Here's the point after attempt. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And one final play before the end of the quarter. An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the third. Well, Kirk, Kansas has the lead here. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Looking to pass here on second down. Nice grab. It's Ross. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Touchdown, Kansas. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Hale. And they tackle him at the 8, so the offense starts backed up on this possession. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pressure is coming.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
sack sets up second down. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. This one ends up a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. Breaks free. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jayhawks. A huge special teams score. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. When it comes down to this, they need to create some fourth quarter magic here or this national championship will slip away. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. It hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.